What does betrayal, obsession, forbidden love, and chaos all have in common? I'll wait. They're all in my TBR. Anyways, so today I am going to just be sharing with you 5 books that I am thinking about as my next read. Of course, one of them will be my next read. I just don't know which one. So let's get into it. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. So I am going to be reading the synopsis, and that's another reason why I only chose 5, because I don't want to drag it out. But of course, for anybody who are not familiar with the books, I don't want them to be like, what is she talking about? So here we go. Let's get into it. The first book is actually a series, and it is The Art of Hood Love. I have fallen in love with Relic.
And I fell out of love with Relic just that quick. So I was supposed to post this video this past Wednesday. However, I started the Art of Hood Love on maybe it was Tuesday morning or maybe Wednesday morning, and why nobody told me about Relic? I know some of y'all have read The Art of Hood Love, and nobody told me about Relic with his. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm a little disappointed because I'm one of those people who would not let you walk around with tissue on the back of your shoe, zipper unbuttoned, or spinach in your teeth. And I expect you to do the same for me. Nobody told me about that fool. I would have never made a video about him had I read Savvy first. But I guess that's on me anyway, because I shouldn't start at the end of the book anyway. But I did not know that Relic was connected to something else. Anyways, so disregard, I am not in love with Relic, but we are going to continue the video anyways.
And Relic comes after the Art of Hood Love. And so now I feel like I need to read it because I am super interested to see who Relic is before he meets Kennedy. And I am also interested in who Shabu is. Now, in Relic, Savvy is in Relic, but she is not, a very pronounced character. But I'm interested in Relic and Shabu. But of course, Savvy is the first book, so I'm going to start there. And I'm going to read the synopsis. It says, it's a cold world for Savvy Madden, with few people in her corner and family secrets that have shaped her upbringing for the worse. She searched for a way out, but only digging deeper holes in the process. A night out with her big cousin Michi introduces Savvy to Shabu Blaze, a pragmatic hustler that shows her the art of love in a way she's never experienced. That's when Savvy feels her safest. Life reminds her that past decisions have all life reminds her that past decisions always have unavoidable repercussions. It sounds good, like unavoidable repercussions. I'm really interested in this love that he is teaching her about that's so elusive. But it does sound good, and really, not only that, I want to read some other books by her. Relic really got me wanting to see if her other books are like that one. As I said before, there's something unique about Relic. I haven't figured out, I haven't even really thought about it. But there is something really unique about Relic, and I want to see if I can track that maybe in Savvy or some of her other books. Anyway, number 2, the RCF Saga by Tekera. I have read my first book by Tekera. Um, I cannot remember the name of the book, but it'll be in my wrap up. Um, can't remember the name of it right now, but it was good. And it too is a part of the RCF saga. See, when I'm looking for a book and it's an author that I've never read before, I'm looking for a short book. I want to see if I like your writing before I jump into the deep end, so to speak. And so I wound up reading that book. But at the same time, I did not know that it was a part of RCF. I just looked her up, found a book that was fairly short, and started to read it. And when I was reading it, I was like, well, what is RCF? So then I go back to her catalog and I see this saga. And so now I'm interested. I believe this is how many books? I think it's 5 books, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I don't know how many books it is. It's a series, and it says, "Doing what you were born to do should be a simple task, right?" That's how Nasim, Nas, Nazim, Nasim, I don't know, whatever his name is, felt when it came time for him to become the heir to the Richmond crime family, aka the RCF. Yet he's being thrusted into an arranged marriage, something he doesn't feel he needs to do to run an empire. Yet Nasom remains loyal to his father and is ready to fulfill his duty. Only when he meets his future wife, she she's not who he wants. He wants someone else, someone who will also allow him to fulfill his duty. Controlling the streets is one thing Nasom knows how to do, but will his efforts to control the fate of his personal life interfere with his ability to do his job? And can everyone involved come out on top with feelings, egos, and hearts intact? Nasom realizes that there's more to being at the top than just being at the top. He better pray he has what it takes to stay there, or the snakes will slither out of the grass, ready to test anything that seems like a weakness. So, this is one of those mafia type books. But even when I read the short book, you could tell it was a part of something else just because it didn't like it felt like something was missing. What I did find out in that book is that they own funeral homes, and hopefully that is not spoiling it for anybody. But yeah, that it sounds interesting, sort of, kind of, but because I've already read the book, the little book or the novella or whatever, I'm kind of interested in it. I'm curious. And then there is Devout by Takara Allen. Like I said, I just finished with Parachutes and I enjoyed it. Well, part two of Parachutes. And I enjoyed it. I'm probably not going to go backwards and read book one, but I am waiting for book two. And so I chose another Takara Allen book because I like to well, I've heard of this one, Devout. It's been um, talked about a lot. I've heard a lot about it. So I am curious about this one. And so it says, "Have you ever loved someone so much it hurt? I have. Have you ever cherished the pain because you knew the kind you'd face without them would be way too unbearable? That's me." To young Nika Perry, Denny is one thing. In the streets, he's a whole other entity. But she was brave enough to love both sides, upside, downside, all around, and back again. He provided her with all a girl could believe she dream of: security, desire, and most enviably, genuine love, all wrapped up in gold and diamonds. She removed her. He removed her far from the course of her ordinary college girl lifestyle, swept her into his world of whimsical madness. For this and more, her love went beyond loyalty. She was devoted, dev- devout to him. But is there such a thing as too much passion? Can you love someone too much? And when you realize the person you love and the person everyone else fears can also be one everyone. Wait. When you realize the person you love and the person everyone fears can also be the one everyone loves, and you can one day soon fear who will save you, especially when the person you need saving from is yourself. Stop right there. I don't want to be saved. I've shackled myself to him with love and I swallowed the key. I'm in this for the long run. I'm devout. Wow, that's some serious love right there. So, excuse me, because I have not read these synopsises prior to coming on here. I chose the books, but I did not read the synopsis. So, that kind of didn't make sense to me, but that's because I should have just kept reading. But anyway, um, so it sounds like maybe Tekera Allen books are about that over the top love, like that. I don't even know what to call it. Maybe you can call it devout because I think that even in parachutes, it felt um, like an over the top love, I guess you can say. So number 4 is the Cartier Cartel by Jessica Watson, and really, I just kind of like the picture of this one. I like the cover. So it says, icon. Everything changed the moment Livia came into my world. She's got me thinking about things I ain't never thought about before, like a future that ain't all guns, war, and money. But how do I keep her safe from the chaos I live in every day, especially when enemies are lurking in every shadow, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? I've been holding it down for my family since before me and my brother took over the Cartier cartel. But balancing love and loyalty ain't easy when the streets stay calling. My world is full of bloody revenge and deadly secrets, but Livia makes me want more. The problem is my enemies know how to play dirty. Every decision I make could cost me my empire, my family, and the woman who got me questioning if I can even be the man she deserves. I built this life back brick by MF and brick, but now I gotta figure out if I can survive it and still have her by my side. So it sounds like somebody who's trying to get out the game. And yeah, I guess that sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to that. But that's not it. That's only one part. So it is Icon and Legend. So that is Icon, and I think these are brothers. They're either brother or father and son or something, but they're related because it shows the two arms. Those are nobody wears a watch on both arms, so it's got to be two people. So Legend says, I want to be successful in the game that didn't come with referees or arenas, even though I knew the stakes were life and death. The streets whispered to me and my brother, calling us into the world where we were born into. We run the cartel while trying to stay one step ahead of enemies who'd rather see us buried. But with every move we make, the past keeps creeping in, dragging secrets and betrayal with it. And now there's Arya. She's the one thing I never saw coming, a woman who makes me crave something more than just survival. But in my world, love comes at a price. The enemies are stacking up, and even family aren't always who they seem. I want to trust Arya to let her in, but how do you give someone your heart when the streets have taught you never to show your hand? The game doesn't stop for love, and the streets don't wait for second chances. If I can't figure out how to protect my family, my cartel, and my girl, the streets I were born into might just be my downfall. Oh, wow. He sounds like he married to the game, as they say. I'm married to the game. And then the last one is Uncovering Love by Monique. This is another one. I like the cover of it. I can't really tell what that is on the cover. It kind of reminds me of like maybe police, FBI, or some kind of corporate thing or something. I don't know. It looks like some type of insignia. And I found that to be interesting. So let's see what it says. Uh, One night changes everything in Gianna Phillips' seemingly perfect world. She's in love, months away from having her first child, and rising in her career as a designer. Nothing could be better in her eyes. Tragedy distorts her perception, and in the middle of the dense fog, she collides with a mountain. As a seasoned detective, I knew it was something. Grace Summers is heavy on the to protect and serve. However, sometimes the physical body isn't what needs protecting. He's captivated from the very beginning by the cocoa beauty who invades his mind in ways no other woman has. When a case dear to Gray's heart opens a Pandora's box of secrets and lies, will Gray be able to protect the heart of the only woman he's willing to risk it all for? Oh yeah, this is it right here. I think this is where I am going next. This sounds so good to me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this sounds really good. So the five books, once again, are The Art of Love by Anttionette Sherell, The RCF Saga by Tekera, Devout by, uh, uh, RCF Saga is by Tacarra, and Devout is by Tekera Allen. And number 4, which is the Cartier Cartel by Jessica Watson, and number 5, Uncovering Love by Monique. Now, now that I have read all of the synopsises, I know I am definitely going to read Uncover Love, and I am definitely going to read The Art of Hood Love. I don't know which one I'm going to read first. Yeah. Oh, geez. Which one you guys think I should read first? And have you read any of these books? Is any of these books on your TBR? Let me know if you enjoyed the book and which one should I read first. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you soon.